All right, we are recording and I am muting all.
Fabulous.
Wait, but now you have to unmute yourself, Jess.
Hi, I'm new here. Hi. We are going to go ahead and get started. And if you are watching this live, we're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I know that life is crazy and the week is busy, but I promise we're going to be brief, and we're so pumped to talk to you about this opportunity. If you're watching the recording, we are also super excited to talk to you. A couple of things about Zoom if you've never used it, just so you know. If you didn't have an opportunity to ask your questions earlier in the Facebook group, but there's something that you want to ask as you hear us talking tonight, there's a chat box at the very bottom of your screen. So if you're on a computer, you can scroll down, a toolbar will pop up, there's a chat box. If you're on your phone, same thing. And you can either chat it in there, or at the end, we'll also open up the opportunity for you to unmute and ask questions. But I know sometimes it's nerve-wracking to speak on a call when you don't know everybody. So if you want to practice using the chat box, type your name in there, where you're from, and the coach that invited you, just so you know it works and that you can reference it later if there's information or you want to ask a question. My name is Jessica Warren, and I am just going to kick off this call. We are going to start with some of the questions that were asked prior to the call, and then we're going to open it up to other questions. But basically, y'all, this is just a live Q&A. Ask us whatever you want. You've got a ton of great coaches on this call from all over the world, basically, and we are just here to tell you our experience with coaching and how it can positively impact your life. Nothing is off limits. We are super open books. I'm going to go ahead and answer for everyone, so you're all having to be open books tonight. And I'm going to hand it over to Nina. She's going to start and answer one of the questions we got prior to the call.
Hey guys, thanks for jumping on or listening to the recording. So the first question that we got is, what do we do now? How do we get started? So in order to get started, we need to get you set up with a custom wellness plan, which is going to be a combination of our fitness programs and our nutrition plans. And after we get you set up with that, because it's always the #1 priority to focus on your own health and your own journey. So we're gonna get you set up with that, and we will support you through that. And at the same time, we will also plug you into some of our new coach training and our business training to get you set up so you can jumpstart your business and get your business running while you are jumping into our accountability groups, working with our fitness programs, and getting your own results. So then that leads us into, what is the investment to do this? And it truly depends. It is a custom wellness plan. So our plans range from $130 all the way up to $300. And it's just going to depend on what you need and what you're interested in right when you begin. And our goal is to always help you earn your investment back as soon as possible, and usually within that first month. And I'm going to hand it over to Courtney, who has the next question.
Hey guys. Okay, so I am answering the question, what do we do? What do we do every day? I love that Beachbody makes it really simple for us. So they have 4 vital behaviors that we do, and they've got a tracker that has little boxes that you can check as you're doing them. It simplifies it, and if you're a list person like me and you make a list so you can literally run a line through the things that you complete, it's so great to have it. So the 4 vital behaviors are #1, spending time in personal development. So we've kind of, if you guys were watching the live videos throughout the week, you heard us sharing our personal development favorites because we want you to know that's something that we do, and we strongly encourage it. And I think every single one of us would say it's changed our lives, that probably more than even the fitness program. So personal development, we do it. You can read a book, you can do YouTubes, you can do podcasts if you want to multitask, anything to get it in. You know, some people do it on their way to work, some people do it while they're folding laundry. That's me. So any way that you can multitask and save time, that's the way to go. That is the first vital behavior, personal development. The second one is to be a product of the product. So that has everything to do with picking that first program that you're going to start with and doing it all the way through. You're going to share your journey as you're doing it, and you're going to show your result before you started and when you finish it. That there's nothing more exciting than to watch somebody do that, and that is what gets you fired up or the people that are watching you fired up to want to join you and be a part of it, because they see what's possible. So being a product of the product is number 2. Number 3 is to connect and invite or share. So we talked about that today in your assignment, connecting with people and being genuine and loving on what they're sharing and getting involved in who they are and what their needs might be. And then you're offering a business, you're offering a product, right? So you want them to know what is available to them, and you're going to connect them with the best fit for them. So connecting and inviting. And that tracker that I talked about in the beginning breaks it down. So you know, like, how many people you're going to reach out to and connect with, how many people you're going to share and invite that day. Every day you're doing it. It's as consistent as possible is what we shoot for. So that's number 3. The 4th thing is to celebrate, recognize achievement. So the people that have joined you, they're working hard, right? And we all love it. We all love being recognized for what we're doing and the great things that are happening. Positivity and negativity are both contagious things. So you want to bring the positive and have that spread throughout your whole team, everyone who's joining you. Keep it alive. And the way we do that is to be intentional every day. We're celebrating and recognizing achievement. So those are the 4 vitals, and that essentially is our job in a nutshell, which is why we're all here, because it's fun. It's like really fun stuff. It's also hard work, and there's probably going to be days when you don't feel like doing it, but that's true of every single job, any job you do, but overall, I think I was telling my family about that today. Like, it's a dream job. It's so fun. Like, that's what I get to do, and I have an income coming in. Like, we need to share this with as many mamas out there as possible, because there's nothing like it. So that is my spiel, and I am going to hand it off now to, is it Shayla? Are you next? Okay, to Shayla.
All right. I get to talk about the money, making the money. Probably one of the most common questions that we get, but like, nobody wants to ask the questions about the money. How do I make money in this business? So I have to start with Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Each coach's success is on you, your efforts, your due diligence, showing up, putting in the work, the efforts consistently, right? So there are 3 different ways to earn money as a coach. First one is super straightforward. Retail commission. So every coach makes 25% to 30% commission on all products, supplements, wellness packs. So that ranges, right? You guys, we have samples of supplements all the way up to customizable wellness kits. And essentially, for the first 3 to 6 months as a new coach, this is what your business is going to look like for your income. For example, like, I like to always just kind of give a little bit of an example. I guess I'm a visual person. So for example, I have here a wellness and bundle kit. Say, for example, you set up one of your clients with that for $160 US. You would make 25% commission on that of $32 US. So for the Canadians on here, no, is there any more Canadians? Is it just me? It's just me? Okay. Well, we would get $46.50, right? So say you help 5 people in your first week as a coach get set up with that bundle, for example, you could make $160 US, right? And $232.50 for Canadian. And then, like Nina said too, at the beginning here, like, earning your investment back, that's a really great goal at the beginning. It's always super rewarding, and it's always a nice kind of guideline to get started as well, right? So that's just to put into perspective for retail. Number 2 is your bonus cycle. So this is basically Beachbody giving you a bonus for helping your new coaches get started, mentoring them, helping them see success right off the hop, spending time with them, just doing your job as their mentor. And that's basically them saying, hey, good job. Like, your team's seeing success, you're mentoring really well. Here's the bonus for you. And then the third one is more of like down the line a little bit, but you do have the opportunity of earning quarterly bonuses. And that comes with growing your business, your team seeing success, and obviously accumulates over time. But you do have that opportunity. And I have to say, you guys, again, income disclaimer, but the potential is here with the efforts and the consistency over time, like anything, right? It just starts to build, and it
goes into like this big, beautiful thing. And I always say, like, for this especially, I always say this to my new coaches, is like, you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay like a hobby, right? So really, well, it's your goals. What do you want? How does that financial freedom look for you? It looks different for me. My financial freedom looks different to Jess, right? So those are the 3 different ways to earn money. I want to end with this though, we do get paid weekly. So if you're wondering, is it monthly, weekly? You do get paid every single Thursday. So yeah, that's my little spiel about money. Short and simple.
All right, so I have the next question, but just to add off of Shayla, so some of those bonuses that we actually get, or commissions, I should say, from those wellness kits can actually be more than 25%. So those packages, like a 160 package in US, so you would actually get $50 with in commissions whenever someone signs up with a challenge pack. So some of those are a little bit bigger. It ranges a little bit. So I just wanted to add that. Okay, so what happens after you sign up? Like, how do you start? Where do you get training? What happens next? So all of you will have the privilege of being in a team page. And like with this community, we have so many resources. You will most likely have a smaller team page, and then it goes up to a top Beachbody team that we have a larger community that we all have available to us, and we're all added to that. So that's one way that you get support and training right off the bat. Another thing is that you will get one-on-one mentoring right from your upline coach. So your upline coach will provide you, whether you need kind of like step-by-step help, or if you need, if you're kind of like a go-getter, which is awesome. Whatever you need, we can figure out what is best for you. And then the third thing is actually Beachbody just came out with a brand new coach training, and they have completely simplified the training. It is down to 22 minutes of videos that you can watch to get you started right away and get you taking action right away. Because I think that's one of the things that people kind of get into. They think they need to learn like everything and do all this training and everything, but Courtney just told you about the basic steps that we do, and we have a checklist that you'll learn about in that 22-minute training that will get you taking action right away to see that return on your investment right away too. So we have tons of resources, but that new coach training that corporate Beachbody just came out with is tremendous. So that will be so helpful for you. All right, does anyone have any questions for us that they want to pop in the chat box, or if you want to unmute yourself and ask the questions, feel free to do so.
Everybody's ready to sign up and start their business. No questions, just like, how do I start this? First of all, give me your birthday, blood type. Just kidding. So hopefully you have been, for those of you that are online, for those of you that are on the recording, you can answer this within the group, but have you been participating? Did you post about the free group and invite some people to jump into the sugar detox? Yes, okay. Morgan says yes. Casey, I'm gonna assume yes, because I'm just staring at your beautiful wedding photo. That's wonderful. So are you getting some good feedback on that? You're muted, Morgan. I'm sorry.
Okay, yes. I just said I got feedback from like some of my close friends. They were like really interested in possibly doing the sugar-free challenge with me. And so that's so far as much as we've gotten. But I was really excited to see like such enthusiasm with like my other peers and friends wanting to do it with me. So.
Yes, and you're gonna love it too. And I saw your other question about how many hours do you put into coaching a week? So this totally varies, like a lot, but I will tell you for myself, I've been coaching for almost 5 years. I started in January of 2015. When I started, I had a full-time job. I also taught at a local university as a lecturer, and I also had a newborn daughter. So for me, my time was really tight. And I feel like majority of people that start and are successful in this business are super busy people. Like busy people are successful. That's just how it tends to play out. However, for me, honestly, I worked maybe 2 to 3 hours maximum on my business when I first started for the whole first year and a half. I would get up in the morning before I would go to work every day at 5 and I would work. And then after I got home and put my newborn down, I would work again for like an hour or two, depending on what I had going on that whole first year. But the time you put in, it definitely will determine how fast you grow. But the most important thing in this business is consistency. The one thing about this business is this is not the kind of, there are a ton of great network marketing situations out there. This is not the kind of business where you can come in and out. You can't like fade in and out. You got to make a decision. Like, I'm going to do this or I'm not. Because the thing about social media is that you're not having a party at your house and doing a big thing, and then you're not going out and seeing people. A lot of your business is from social media. Yes, you do a lot of it with your friends and your family and the people that you see, but just like we have on this call, like Shayla's in Canada and I'm in Texas, like the reach is insane. And we're able to do the same in business and we can still connect. With that being said, you've got to be truthful and authentic and genuine on social media. And if you're popping in and popping out and being flaky, it's very hard to build a stable business. So the most important thing is consistency. And with whatever amount of time you have, if you can stay consistent with it, you're going to grow. The pace will change for sure. If you have more time, your pace is going to increase and the faster your business will grow. But it also depends a lot, like Courtney talked about the personal development piece, not to go woo-woo on you, but the personal development piece and the belief piece and the confidence that when I started this, I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew 100% without a doubt I was going to be successful. Like there was no question in my mind. I did not care what it was going to take. I'm going to be successful. Like these people can do it, I can do it. And if you go in with that confidence and that belief and you stay consistent, you got it.
Yeah. I totally, just to touch on that a little bit, Jessica, that was the same mentality as for me too. When I got into this, I was at a job that I really disliked. I was away from my family, nights and weekends. And I was like, this is going to work for me. This is going to work. And so I was the same way, got up early, worked my lunch break. I mean, I had to make it work, but that also allowed me to come home in 6 months. Right. So that was my goal. And that's what I worked, put the hours in towards. And about consistency and showing up too is like, because you're putting yourself out on social media and you're sharing your stories and stuff like that, like you are gaining so much trust from those followers. Right. And so if you're showing up and restarting and quitting and coming back, like they think, how is she supposed to coach me? How am I supposed to be able to rely on her, right? So just to touch on that too, because I thought that was really important. It's a good one. It's a good question.
Any other questions that you might have? Or if you have other questions about money, training, scared to talk to people, social media. We've covered a lot of this within the group. So you may have not had a chance yet to go check out all the live videos. If you haven't, there's great content in there. Or just go back and read the posts from the days as well. And maybe you're watching the recording, you haven't yet posted about inviting to the sugar-free detox. Invite to it on Saturday. Doesn't matter. Like just people, it's so simple. You don't need anything. You can invite to somebody on Saturday and they can rock and roll on Monday. It's so simple to do it. And don't be scared. Like the worst thing is somebody's like, no, you know what? I don't want to feel better and I don't want more energy. Please get out of here. Worst thing. But it's super non-intimidating. So don't be scared just to put yourself out there, whether it's in stories or on a post or just talking to your close girlfriends that you work with every day or whatever the case might be, just doing it. Because like you said, Morgan, it's surprising when people are like, yes, I do want to feel better. Please help me. And then you're like, what? You said yes to me? That's the best feeling ever. And that's how your business starts. And then you just keep going. And then those yeses turn into transformations. And that like adrenaline rush just gets better and better and better. Okay, if there's no other questions, we will drop this recording in the page. Is there anything else that any of the other coaches want to say before we kind of close out here?
I don't think so. I think that was everything.
Okay, perfect. So after you have watched this and if you have more questions or you feel like, yes, I'm ready, or yes, I'm ready, but I want to ask a few things, reach out to the coach that has you plugged into this group. You guys can set up a one-on-one video call just like this, and then you can figure out the details. They can send you a setup link and get your training process rolling and get your business growing. But I'm super excited for you. Welcome to the team. You're going to rock it. I can't wait to see where you are a year from now. Have the best day. So nice to meet all of you. And I'll see y'all on the social. Bye, y'all.